We've been hearing about superhero movie fatigue for years. The hero genre is gonna die, right? Well, Marvel released its latest installment, Venom, and it crashed onto the big screen in hopes of finding dozens of human hosts to watch it. So will this prediction of hero fatigue come to pass, or is it more like the predictions of man-made catastrophic climate change, where it's just kicked down the road every year or so? Like we promised, guys, it's gonna happen. I'm talking to you, Al Gore. But did it happen this time? Let's find out. I'm Ben Davies. This is Pure Hollywood. Tom Hardy's Venom had many media outlets on pins and needles wondering if superhero movie fatigue was actually going to set in. Well, didn't happen, and it's not true, and I'll tell you why. Also, Venom broke the October box office record. Here's the thing, the superhero genre is just like any movie. You get tired of bad movies, not good movies. Every movie you watch, there is a hero, whether he has a cape or superpowers. You follow that person and you care about him, and as long as it's a good story, you're going to like it. We have bad movie and political fatigue, not good movie, superhero movie, whatever. But let's get into it. As a viewer, I give Venom a 4 out of 5. And let's just be real, we all just wanted to see one of the top 5 actors in the past 20 years put on a CGI alien super crazy freak suit and fight other crazy monsters, and that's what we got for some of the movie. You basically get to watch Tom Hardy act circles around the entire cast and forget about them and the plot, because the best part of this movie is literally Tom Hardy talking to Tom Hardy because he plays the Venom voice as well, and that is the only interesting dialogue parts of this entire movie. Now, the action sequences are good and the CGI is fantastic, but it really drags in the beginning of this movie. Because we just want to see Venom, and it takes literally like 45 minutes for those two characters to come together, and then you're like, oh, finally, let's watch. As a critic, I give Venom a 3 out of 5. The movie itself was a mess. The plot was just so chopped with things added, it was frustrating because what worked. Tom Hardy fighting with a dark alien mirror version of his own personality, while they then buddy cop their way through conflict, romance, and action. All of that works really well, but because it's 2018, that was more like a blip, and they had to add side characters with their own moral conflicts to try to slow down the movie to a crawl. I mean, literally in an interview, Tom Hardy said the best 30 to 40 minutes of the movie were cut out, I guess, to make time for all this other stupid nonsense that doesn't do anything. No, I'm not kidding, and literally this is the second time this has happened. The reason why the bad guy is doing what he's doing is because, of course, the world is being destroyed by man-made climate change, and it's going to be over in like 25 years. And they say it like, oh yeah, we know. Yeah, we're done. One generation, pfft, we're done. And of course, in the first half of the movie, we're subject to a brilliant female protagonist who stands up to the man. And then you're like, wait, why is she even here? Because she's the catalyst to bring Tom Hardy's character to this facility when he's been a reporter his entire life and was gonna do that in the first place. You're like, why do we spend so much time with this character? And then she dies, and we waste like 35 minutes doing nothing. There's also this scene that was so clearly added where the bad guy Drake is talking to a group of kids, giving a speech about how the facility works, and this African-American girl speaks out and interrupts him while he's talking, and everyone's like, shh, don't do that, he's talking. And he's like, no, come here, little girl. Don't let anyone silence your voice. We need leaders like you. Like, we also need civility, people who show manners and are courteous to other people, right? But no, just interrupt people whenever you want because it's time. My faith and values is a 3 out of 5. Now in this movie, Eddie Brock is a freelance reporter, and he's not paid off by any mainstream outlets. He goes out and seeks the truth, and that's what's great about him. He's not just speaking up for people. No, he's speaking truth for people who would normally never hear it. And it's also interesting because Venom kills people in this movie, which I don't mind, except there's a lot of unjustified kills in this movie. And the best part of this movie is that Eddie Brock and Venom both are willing to sacrifice themselves for others and the people they care about, either their friendships, the romance, or just the world in general. Anyway, if you want a fun CGI ride once you get past the stupid first 35 minutes of this movie, it's pretty great. I'm Ben Davies. This is Pure Hollywood. And another fantastic news, you can now download the Rebel app and take me with you wherever you go to get exclusive content in the entire Rebel lineup.